Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about the important term that is digital citizenship. So we have heard about the citizenship of any country where we are living in or where we are moving. But in today's world there is a new term that is digital citizenship. So being a Microsoft Educator Master Trainer, I'll explain you what is digital citizenship, how you can become a good digital citizen, and how you can engage your students and educators to become a good digital citizen. So this is very exciting stuff powered by Microsoft, and in fact not only by Microsoft. If you are an educator, if you are a learner, so you have to have a good digital citizen. So let us see how it works. So the agendas will remain like we will define digital citizenship, then we will learn 5 statements for teaching digital citizenship through a positive lens. And then we will identify ways that how we can integrate digital citizenship skills into lessons and activities. So let us start. So first to 5, there may be 5 cases regarding that digital citizenship. Number 1 is you are either new to digital citizenship, or you have learned a little, or you have taught digital citizenship, or you are proficient in digital citizenship, and fifth one is you are expert in digital citizenship. So either of all these 5 options you can choose for you, and in the end of the video you can rank yourself that now you are ready to teach digital citizenship, or are you ready to become a good digital citizen. So let us see. So first one is definition. So it is more than online safety. It is not only related to the cyber security, cyber crime, or the terms related to that thing. It is more than online safety. Basically, it is a set of some guiding principles. So a good digital citizen considers their actions and how they may impact others. So it will help you to understand that how you are going to act digitally on or socially on internet, that it will impact other people lives or other people thoughts. So it is not a set of don't statements. We have seen in the previous slide that we are seeing that we will see it as a positive lens. So it's not a set of don't statements that you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this. So but rather it's a meaningful approach to interacting online. So we will see how we can use the different approaches so that we can interact online. So this is the definition, or you can say that how you can understand what is digital citizenship. You have to improve your community, whether you are an educator community, you are a scientist, you are a researcher, you are a doctor. So any community you belongs to, you have to improve your community. How? Have your voice heard by the leaders. So sometimes what happens, your voice is not reaching the people, the leaders, what you want to convey. So it will help you to raise your voice so that leaders can hear you, and then you can engage respectfully with those with different views. So you can see any kind of debate, any kind of issues, there may be some people with the in the favor of that statement, some will be against to it. So you have to engage them respectfully, so that they may have the different views, but you have to engage them. And then it comes determine the valid sources of information. So whenever you are getting any information from internet, you should be very much sure that what is the source, and is it a valid source or not. Then you use the technology safely, appropriately, and responsibly. So in this way you can become a good digital citizen, and you can improve your community, that have your voice heard by the leaders, engage respectfully with those with different views. You have to review the sources you are using for the information, and then you have to use the technology safely. In that case you must be very careful, and then you will have the community improved in front of you. So there is one thought by associate professor from California State University, Jennifer Fleming. The teaching in internet age means we must teach tomorrow's skills today. If we have a power of internet today, so we should not be teaching only about the present skills or the past skills. We have to see beyond. We have to set the vision that if we are today into the internet age, so we have to teach tomorrow's skills today to our learners, whether they are students or whether they are our co-educators. So what is a pedagogy overview? It says that emphasize the positive, how to be a good digital citizen. So we have to focus on the positive thing only, that how it is possible. So there are 5 set of principle which we have seen under the agenda tab, that there are some guiding principle. So you have to be like, be online, be public, be personal, be respectful, and be perspective. So let us learn one by one what it actually means. So be online means technology use, completely technology use. If you are coming online, you have to use the technology. Build awareness of how online time affects health and wellness. So we will see some facts as well, that how you are using technology. So 80% are often tied to a device. Like out of 100, 81% people are often tied to a device. They are searching, they are exploring, they are listening to music, they are watching the videos. So they are often tied to a device. Out of them, 65% agree that disconnecting is a good thing, which we all know that once we disconnect from the digital world, it's a good thing. We can interact with the people. We can be more social to people. We can learn from them. We can teach them. And out of 65%, 28% actually follow through and they actually disconnect, and then they come to the real world. So you can see that out of 81%, only 28% actually follow through and they disconnect from digital world. So you have to be very careful when you are using the technology. So how in this particular guiding principle Microsoft will keep users safe? So Microsoft tools that help users stay aware of online interactions. It includes, they have Windows alarm and clock, stay focused edge extension in the browser, they have Microsoft Forms, and they have Microsoft Family Safety and Accessibility menu. So there are certain tools by Microsoft which will we act as a guiding principle, that how you can be online, how you can use the resources so that you can interact with people, you can gather the information, and that information should be valid. So these are 5 tools by Microsoft that help the users to stay aware of online interaction, that what is happening, how it will happen, and when it will happen. So next is be public. It means digital footprints, that whenever you are going to post anything on social media, you have to be very careful. So let us see how. Be mindful that online interactions can never truly be deleted. You have to believe that whatever you are going to post on social media, believe that it will not be deleted and it can affect the lives. So good practices in this area include always think before posting online. How does this improve what is already there? So if any hot discussion is going on and you are going to post your thoughts, so first think before posting online, that will it be affecting anything that is already there? So then I believe that more than 80% of us will stop posting and stop entering into that hot discussion. And in that way, we can stop that discussion by not putting more comments, whether in the favor or against that discussion. Then always think if this action online represents the true self. So it's not like you are just going to post anything and it is irrelevant, or you are not true to that post what you are going to post in the social media or anything. So always think if this action online represents the true self. Old or inactive account should be disabled or deleted. So these are already your footprints, your digital footprints on internet. So you can delete or disable your old and inactive accounts. Ask before tagging others in the photos. This is very important if you're on a Facebook or any other social media handle and you are keep tagging people and they are irrelevant. Sometimes people are tagging you in irrelevant posts, so that should not be there. You have to ask that particular person if it is okay you are going to tag. So how social media affects the future? 70% of employers say that they check social media as a screening method before hiring any applicant. So 70% of employers say this. 54% of employers surveyed said they choose not to hire a candidate based on the content found on social media. So they are not okay with that thing, but 70% of employers say. And 36% of surveyed college admission officers admit to visiting prospective students' social media before granting entry to their university. So different at different levels we can see that there are some people, whether they are 70%, 54% or 36%, they are considering social media. So you can imagine that if we are posting something irrelevant or something bad on social media, and people like admission officers or employers, they may be searching you on social media for the screening, whether for the job or for the admission in the university. So it may affect the future. So how Microsoft tools are helping, that can help learners be mindful of online interactions and better represent their true selves include Minecraft Education Edition. You can build your portfolio, you can build your applications there. Then Paint 3D, you can showcase your work. Then LinkedIn, of course, the professional network, you can create your profile there. So the third one is be personal, that is digital privacy. People who are connected have lower anxiety rates. So those people who are connected, they may feel that there are lower anxiety rates, fewer instances of depression, higher self-esteem, and increased empathy towards others. So these are the 4 points. People who are connected, they may feel these things. So digital privacy is very important. And how you can keep learner data safe. Districts and schools must keep learner data safe to meet requirements of FERPA, CIPA, COPPA, GDPR. You may have read these terms in the you can say that in one of the tab of any website of organization or below the that particular website, that they are meeting the requirements of these four terminologies that are mentioned, that so as to keep your data safe and it will not be given to someone else, to the third party, your username, passwords, credentials, personal information. So that thing is very important. So that's why the previous slide was anxiety rates and all that was there. If schools and districts are maintaining or any other organization maintaining this principle, so it is okay then. So how Microsoft is helping, they have Flipgrid where you can share your video statements, your video feedbacks to your educator, so it is completely safe. Minecraft Education Edition is again you can share your work with your educator. Then there is a password strength checker app, and Edge password generator is there which will keep your data safe. Then be respectful, it's related to intellectual property. Number one is citations. So you have to give the credit to the authors of restricted or copyrighted sources. This is very important. Sometimes people use the data of authors, but they do not add the citation. So this is very important that you have to give the credits to the author. Then attributions, used when sources are not restricted. So there are two things. If the sources are restricted, then you can cite or you can give the credits. If the content is free, then you can use their sources that are not restricted, but you can give the attributions. So this is very important. You may stuck into some serious problems if you're not following the concepts of citations and attributions. So be respectful to someone who has actually created the data and you are using it for your purpose. It may be commercial, it may be for training and education, or it can be anything. So how Microsoft tool is helping? One is Bing Visual Search by Microsoft, then Bing's search filtering, then Teams and Turnitin. So Turnitin, many of you may be hearing that it is for your plagiarism software, wherein you can check that which particular line has been taken from which source, so you can easily do the citation work, and you can give the credits to original creators of that particular content. So in this way Microsoft is helping. So word editor similarity checker is there, which you can use to be respectful for the authors who have created the data. The last one is be perceptive, knowing trusted sources. This is very important. It is also known as information literacy. So you should be aware, you should be mindful that from where you are getting the information, from which source you are getting the information, that sources should be trusted one. So skills needed actually to find the information. There are so much information on internet, on YouTube or any other website. You need a skill so that you can find the information, you can retrieve the information, how you can analyze the information, how you can use the information. So these are the four important skills that are required to find, retrieve, analyze and use the information. If you have those skills, if you're being asked to give any presentation and you are asked to extract the data from information, and if you are able to do that, that means you are okay with the information literacy, you are information literate, I'll say that. So that skills these days are very important. Then what are the tools? Factcheck.org, edge extensions, outlook rules. So these are three tools that will help you to build the skills of perception. Factcheck.org, edge extensions and outlook rules. So what are the teacher takeaways? It can be teacher or it can be anybody. So what exactly takeaways from digital citizenship you can see? It's important to remember that digital citizenship skills cannot be mastered at all at once. So it need time, it need search, it need, I'll actually say that it needs time, wherein you can explore the data, you can analyze the data, you can process the data. So it takes time. Look for purposeful integration where possible. How you can integrate actually digital citizenship, the guiding rules, how you can do that with the time. So you can do one thing, you can consider the use of now, soon, later document like the one on the next slide to help identify aspects that can be integrated into the classroom now, soon or later. You can choose few things that you can integrate now instantly, and few you can plan that you will be doing soon, and some may be a long vision things that you can decide that you will be doing later at a later stage. So this method can be used now, soon or later, and while doing this you will be integrating the digital citizenship into your classroom, into your any learning, with your any learning community. So this is all about the digital citizenship, that how, what is digital citizenship, what are those guiding principles, how you can be more respectful to the people, how you can be the mindful while posting anything on social media. So these are very basic things but very important in today's world, and these skills should be there. If you are running any organization, if you're an educator, you're a teacher, you are a learner, you are a student, so anybody, it applies to every community. So thank you so much, and I'll say that keep learning. Thank you.